A demand by Saudi Arabia and its allies to shut down the Al Jazeera Media Network has been rejected by the broadcaster and condemned by international media groups.
I think the roots of this probably go back to 2011, to the time of the so-called Arab Spring. We provided a platform for the voice of the man and the woman in the Arab streets. We were covering those protests. And we were providing a diversity of viewpoints. We were really the voice of the voiceless. I think there are some regimes in the region that don't appreciate that diversity of views.
Saudi Arabia also demands the closure of all Al Jazeera affiliates and other Qatar-funded media outlets, part of a 13-point list of preconditions for ending a political and diplomatic standoff with Qatar. No explicit reason is given.
We're going to continue our jobs as journalists in covering the world, and we call on governments, all governments, to respect media freedom. We hope other media organizations will support our call to defend media freedom.
Unions and press freedom organizations say the Saudi demands amount to political censorship and an attack on free speech.
We see it as a sort of political decision that amounts to censoring these media, and we are of course against any kind of censorship and any kind of measure that can be taken to threaten the diversity in the Arab media landscape.
I'm sure there are people in Saudi Arabia who disagree very bitterly with some of the coverage that Al Jazeera provides. And I say to them, well, you know, you tell your story. If you've got some alternate point of view, then use your own media to get that across. Trying to close media down because you don't like what they're saying is the line that's taken by people who've lost arguments.
And the Brussels-based International Federation of Journalists called for a global response.
Well, we certainly hope that there will be a mobilization, first of all in the region, because that's where I'm sure the information is most needed. But that may not be confined to the region, because Al Jazeera is also viewed and followed across the globe. And so there will be people beyond the region who will see it as a threat to their right to be informed, and we look certainly to them to make their views heard.
Qatar has been given 10 days to comply. It's not clear what will happen if it doesn't. Jonah, Al Jazeera.